everybody. My name is Caroline. I work with Green Energy Consumers Alliance. And today in this webinar, I'm going to talk about the Ride Clean Mass Rebate Program, as well as how the program works and eligibility. So Ride Clean Mass helps Uber, Lyft, and taxi drivers in Massachusetts transition to electric vehicles through a stackable financial rebate. To provide some program background, Ride Clean Mass is funded by the Massachusetts Clean Energy Center and is managed by CalSTART. Program goals to provide $5.3 million in rebates to support the adoption of 1,000 to 2,000 electric vehicles through 2025. Now for the program highlights. The rebate amounts are as follows. New electric vehicles have a $6,500 rebate. Used electric vehicles have a $2,500 rebate. And EV rentals have a rebate of up to $100 per week for a maximum of 4 weeks. Now I'll talk about the eligibility requirements to qualify for Ride Clean Mass. Vehicle purchase date must be on or after November 12th, 2024, because this is when the program opened. The driver must be a Massachusetts resident. The driver must have a valid driver's insurance. Self-insurance does not meet this requirement, and the vehicles must be on the state MOR-EV rebate list of eligible vehicles. When these slides are sent out for this presentation, that list on the MOR-EV rebate website is linked, and you can easily access that and search up different electric vehicles and see which vehicles qualify for MOR-EV and thus Ride Clean Mass. Now, for drivers, Uber and Lyft drivers share eligibility requirements. So Uber and Lyft drivers must have completed 400 rides in the last quarter or driven 1,800 miles in the last quarter, as well as during 3 of the last 4 quarters. As for taxi drivers must own or lease a taxi medallion or hold a current taxi license or permit. Okay, to describe some of the terms and conditions for eligibility, the driver must have a valid Massachusetts license or proof of residency. The vehicle must be on the MOR-EV eligible list and purchased after November 12th, 2024. The driver must retain vehicle ownership and registration in Massachusetts for 36 months after being purchased. Applicants must consent is required to share rides and mile data between Uber and Lyft and the Center for Sustainable Energy for verification of eligibility. For limits and liabilities, there cannot be a resale of vehicles within 36 months for financial gain, and program partners are not liable for denied applications if requirements are unmet. Now the application process. So the first step is to check your eligibility. This is optional but recommended. You may submit key information via the application portal that is on the website and agreed with the terms and conditions. After checking your eligibility, if that is a step that you choose to take, you should receive an email confirmation from the Ride Clean Mass team within 2 weeks. The second step is to purchase or rent an electric vehicle. And then thirdly, you may apply for the rebate. You may submit an application through the portal after purchasing or renting your electric vehicle. Required documents include a driver's license or proof of residency and proof of purchase or rental proof. After that, you will receive a rebate status notification within 2 weeks, and approved applicants will get their rebate check via mail. So this graph really just displays how different incentives stack with the Ride Clean Mass rebate. So I will describe some of these. So for new electric vehicles, if you are an Uber or Lyft driver, this graph is for you. So if you're looking to purchase a new electric vehicle and you qualify, you will receive the $6,500 Ride Clean Mass rebate after purchase, because it is received as a check in the mail. There is a statewide MOR-EV rebate that is not specific to rideshare or taxi. That is a $3,500 amount. MOR-EV has a different website than Ride Clean Mass, but Ride Clean Mass has links to the MOR-EV website and vice versa. Some of the eligibility requirements are similar. So the vehicle eligibility is the same. So if you are questioning which vehicle is eligible, you can just look at the MOR-EV eligible vehicle list. So $6,500 plus $3,500. That's where we're at right now. There's also a federal clean vehicle tax credit, and that is up to $7,500 off the cost of your vehicle. There are some more stringent requirements for this tax credit, but the link to the Federal Clean Vehicle Tax Credit webpage is on the Ride Clean Mass webpage if you are interested in looking at some of the specific requirements. So for MOR-EV and the tax credit, you can receive those rebates at the point of sale if you choose to. So when you add those together, that adds up to $17,500. And then there's two other rebates. There's MOR-EV Plus and MOR-EV Trade-In. So if you qualify for all of these rebates, the Ride Clean Mass, MOR-EV, and the tax credit, there's another one that is income qualifying for MOR-EV. That's an additional $1,500. To qualify for that, you essentially have to participate in a state income program like SNAP, LIHEAP, MassSave, income fuel, participating programs, if you have questions, are on the MOR-EV website. There also is a MOR-EV trade-in where you may trade in an old gas vehicle. It has to be at least 12 years old, and that is an additional $1,000. So the $20,000 at the bottom of this column is under the assumption that you have received Ride Clean Mass, the MOR-EV rebate, the federal tax credit, MOR-EV Plus, and MOR-EV trade-in, and that is $20,000 off the price of a new electric vehicle. If you choose not to trade in, or maybe you don't qualify for MOR-EV Plus, you can still save $17,500. We'll move on to used vehicles. So if you are a rideshare driver and are looking to purchase a used electric vehicle, you can save $2,500 from Ride Clean Mass. This amount is for used vehicles, and you can receive that after the point of sale via check in the mail. The amounts for MOR-EV are the same, $3,500, and you can receive that at the point of sale if you decide to do that. And then the amount for the federal clean vehicle tax credit actually varies different for used electric vehicles. And so that is up to $4,000 or 30% of the used vehicle cost. So you may get the $4,000 rebate. And when you add the tax credit for used vehicles of $4,000, the MOR-EV rebate of $3,500, and the used electric vehicle rebate for Ride Clean Mass of $2,500, you can save up to $10,000. And then if you qualify for MOR-EV Plus and MOR-EV trade-in, you can add an additional $2,500 to save a total of $12,500. So this is just an overview of how those incentives stack up. Okay. In this slide, I will talk about the same, how these incentives stack up, but for taxi drivers. So if you are a taxi driver and you are looking to purchase a new electric vehicle, you can still get that Ride Clean Mass $6,500, right? You can access the MOR-EV rebate for $3,500. Again, Ride Clean Mass can be received after the point of sale because it is a check that is received in the mail. MOR-EV can be received at the point of purchase, and the federal commercial clean vehicle tax credit is $7,500. And when you add those together, that comes up to $17,500. This is the maximum you can save if you are a taxi driver looking to purchase a new electric vehicle. Notice that the federal commercial clean vehicle tax credit is for businesses, and as a taxi driver, you fall under that category. We'll move on to used vehicles. So if you are a taxi driver and are looking to purchase a used electric vehicle, the Ride Clean Mass rebate for that is $2,500. Unfortunately, MOR-EV is not applicable for businesses, and the federal commercial clean vehicle tax credit is not applicable for used vehicles for commercial entities. So if you are a taxi driver looking to purchase a used electric vehicle, you may receive $2,500 used electrical vehicle rebate for Ride Clean Mass. So that concludes program details, eligibility, terms and conditions, and how different incentives stack up. If you have any questions, please reach out to the Ride Clean Mass team, and their email is info@ridecleanmass.org, or you may call. That number is 339-707-7356. Thank you. I hope that this session was useful, and have a good day.